Hi and welcome to my name is Donna, also known as Donna Eva. If you don't know me, get to know me because I'm the babe that you need in your life. And today I am going to be telling you all things mechanical engineering. Before I go into all the nitty-gritty technical stuff and educate you guys on what the subject actually is, there is a bigger problem. As we know, there are very few women in engineering, and I'm going to tell you the exact reason why it will never be 50-50. During the years, we have seen an increase in the women taking business, increase in women taking technology, and this is within STEM subjects as well. We have seen an increase in women taking maths. However, there is a stagnancy with engineering. Why? Are women being given the same opportunities as men? Funny fact, girls tend to do better in maths and physics at GCSE level. They do a lot better actually. It's not a funny fact, it's an actual fact. However, from 16 to 18, when girls get into college, there is less and less girls taking subjects that would allow you to take engineering as a degree. Less and less girls are interested in these subjects, and even though they do well, there is a drop from GCSE to A levels. Are girls being given the right representation of what an engineer is? Do they know what an engineer is? Do they know what engineering is in general? Are we given the chance to even have a fair shot of being an engineer? Answer that. For me, being an engineer and going through that process, I can tell you there was a whole lot of opposition for me to even stand here and say I am an engineer. Before I even started the course, it was like, oh, you want to be an engineer? There's a lot of guys there. You gotta have tough skin. Yes, honey, you do have to have tough skin. Even more, you have to have bulletproof skin because you're breaking barriers. And the sad thing is, 2020, I am still a product of someone breaking the barriers. Wrong. So, back to my point about representation. Many girls do not know what an engineer looks like, and what they believe an engineer looks like is a man. Why? Because we've been told that through our television, the uncles that we see that are engineers, through the representation being told and through our upbringing. Actually, it's actually a really interesting topic that our upbringing can really determine what we would want to be in the future. So I had the opportunity of testing groups of children, and these were black children as well, because I had to do it for my people. So I tested majority black children on what they thought an engineer looked like and what was an engineer. And from my research, a lot of children didn't actually know what an engineer was. However, the male participants had a greater understanding of what an engineer was, and that was because they had a relative that was an engineer, or they watched some sort of program on engineering. They had an interest and they really wanted to be engineers. 100% of the girls said that they didn't want to be engineers. However, 50% of the boys in that group said they wanted to be engineers. Imitation theory. Imitation theory is basically when an individual sees someone else. This is I'm not a psychologist, by the way. So I'm gonna be telling you in layman's terms. So when you see someone else do something else, so you follow. Majority of people see a parent do a particular career. Let's say your dad's a doctor, therefore in your personal statement you'll be like, my dad is a doctor, therefore I wanted to be a doctor. Simple. However, this doesn't work with women in engineering because there is not a woman for another girl to imitate. There is not a girl, there is not that representation, there is not that it girl in engineering. Therefore, you will never get that 50-50. If we are coming from the biological side, The Teenage Brain, written by Francis E. Jensen, explains that the corpus callosum, which is the part of the brain which transmits information from the left side to the right side, grows slower for males when they are young. Therefore, girls have thicker corpus callosums at a younger age. This means that girls will be able to switch between tasks, which is a very important characteristic as an engineer. So, genetically, girls should be able to do engineering tasks effectively at a younger age. There was also a paper that I read up which said the thicker the corpus callosum is, the more intelligent. Now this statement is very dangerous and very subjective, but there was proof to say that it means you're quick. This means that younger girls are capable of this career. However, there is this gap and a lack of encouragement to do engineering, which causes them to basically defer and go into other careers. The reasons why guys tend to be good at driving, tend to be good at stuff like engineering stuff basically, is because they're given the narrative of video games, they're given the idea of Lego. All of these things develop engineering skills from a young age. So a guy would be good at handiwork without even knowing it because he was trained from young. Lego, spatial awareness. Lego, spatial awareness. Fixing those pieces together increases the skill of spatial awareness, which is an engineering skill used for design. What I'm saying is, the toys that we give our children could encourage one to have a higher skill in engineering and one to lack. So are we giving our girls a fair shot? No, we're not. Girls are not given that shot. When girls aspire to do this and be in this industry, we're kind of shut down and told not to go into it as there's so many guys there and guys dominate it. But the lack of women show in poor design for women. This is even a bigger topic. For example, if you think of a size of phone, it was designed for the hand of a man. Therefore, women are more likely to drop the phone because it was not designed to fit our hand. If you think of car crashes, car dummies are designed in the form of a man. So the impact force is taken by that car crash dummy and tested on that car crash dummy, but it's not the same for the body of a woman. So there's so much problems in this industry just because we are not giving our females a chance. Girls are taught to have that nurturing spirit, that motherly, like that baby doll, and we're not actually training ourselves and giving ourselves the chance to be engineers at that young age. I hope you guys enjoyed this little snippet of why it will never be 50-50, and hopefully by the end of the series I would inspire some of you to look into engineering, because it's not just engines and I'm not a mechanic. I will say this again, I am not a mechanic. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to subscribe to my channel as well, Donna Eva on YouTube. But yeah, thank you for watching. Stay blessed, peeps.
I don't want stress, no drama. I don't want fight, no wahala. Nobody should stress me at all. If it's drama, then I don't get involved.